Have you ever wondered where it all began? Where the first seeds of civilization were sown? The concept of civilization, as we understand it, is not a sudden invention, but rather a gradual development that took millennia to evolve. The term civilization entails the complex social structure, culture, and sophisticated way of life that came into existence when our ancestors ceased to live nomadic lives and began settling in one place, building communities, and cultivating the land. Now, let's cast our minds back to the dawn of civilization, to an area known as Mesopotamia, often referred to as the cradle of civilization. Nestled in the eastern part of the Mediterranean, it is a region where the first known cities emerged, where writing was invented, and where law and order were first established. The geographical location of Mesopotamia played a pivotal role in its development. It is in this fertile crescent between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers that humankind first stepped out of the Stone Age and into civilization. In the vast plains of Mesopotamia, the first city-states emerged. These weren't just any cities, but powerhouses of human potential. Imagine Uruk, a bustling hub of innovation and commerce, where the wheel was probably first put into everyday use. Picture Ur, an artistic center where the earliest known system of writing cuneiform was developed. Then there's Babylon, a city-state so influential that its laws, known as the Code of Hammurabi, continue to influence legal systems today. These city-states were more than just places to live. They were melting pots of culture, where people gathered to trade goods, share ideas, and shape the course of human history. Each city-state had its own distinct personality, governance, and contributions to the world. They evolved independently, yet their collective progress sowed the seeds of modern civilization. The city-states of Mesopotamia, each unique and influential, were the building blocks of what we now call civilization. The people of Mesopotamia were not just builders of cities, but creators of innovation. Let's dive into the extraordinary inventions and achievements that sprang from this cradle of civilization. One of the most significant contributions of Mesopotamia to the world was the creation of writing. Yes, the first known form of writing, cuneiform, as it was called, began as a system of pictographs. Over time, it evolved into a complex system of symbols and wedge-shaped marks, enabling the recording of history, laws, and even personal letters. But Mesopotamia's innovative spirit didn't stop at writing. The fertile land between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers demanded careful management of water. The answer? A sophisticated system of irrigation. They built canals, dikes, and reservoirs, transforming the arid landscape into a thriving agricultural hub. This leap in agricultural technology allowed Mesopotamia to flourish, feeding its growing population and even surplus to trade. And speaking of laws, the people of Mesopotamia were pioneers in the field of jurisprudence. The Code of Hammurabi, one of the oldest deciphered writings of significant length in the world, set down laws covering all aspects of society, from trade and property rights to criminal justice. This was the first written law code, providing a foundation for legal systems to come. Now imagine a world without wheels. Hard, isn't it? Well, we have the people of Mesopotamia to thank for that too. The wheel was first used in pottery making, but its potential was quickly recognized. From there, it ignited a revolution in transportation and warfare, changing the course of human history. Mesopotamia, this land between two rivers, was a hotbed of ingenuity and advancement. Its people were not just survivors in a challenging environment, they were innovators, thinkers, creators. They didn't just adapt to their world, they reshaped it, leaving a legacy of innovation that still echoes through the ages. These innovations and achievements laid the groundwork for all future civilizations to build upon. The legacy of Mesopotamia, the cradle of civilization, continues to shape the world we live in today. This ancient civilization, nestled between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, was a fertile ground for ideas, innovations, and concepts that have had a profound impact on modern society. Let's start with law. The Code of Hammurabi, one of the oldest deciphered writings of significant length, established a legal code that included the principle of an eye for an eye. This concept of proportional justice, where the punishment should fit the crime, has been incorporated into many current legal systems worldwide. Then there's writing. The Mesopotamians developed one of the earliest forms of writing known as cuneiform. It was a system of symbols inscribed on clay tablets, a method of communication that revolutionized the world. Today, we may be typing on keyboards or swiping on touchscreens, but the fundamental concept of written communication started in Mesopotamia. Agriculture, too, owes a huge debt to this ancient civilization. Mesopotamians were among the first to practice organized farming, using irrigation and crop rotation. These techniques increased yields and led to surpluses, which allowed societies to grow and prosper. Today, these methods are still used, feeding billions and supporting economies around the world. And let's not forget technology. Mesopotamian inventions, such as the wheel, the sailboat, and the plow, have transformed human life. These technologies laid the groundwork for everything from transportation to construction, facilitating trade and communication, and shaping societies over millennia. So, as we go about our daily lives, typing on our computers, abiding by laws, eating food from around the world, or even simply moving from one place to another, we are living the legacy of Mesopotamia. These contributions from the dawn of civilization are so ingrained in our society that it's easy to take them for granted. But their origins remind us of our shared human heritage. From the fertile plains of Mesopotamia, the seeds of civilization spread across the globe, shaping the course of human history. So the next time you write a note, drive a car, or even look at a city skyline, remember Mesopotamia. This ancient land birthed civilization, sprouting city-states that would become the blueprint for modern cities. Their innovations, from writing to the wheel, still shape our lives today. The legacy of Mesopotamia, far from being confined to dusty history books, thrives in our contemporary world. In the grand tapestry of human history, the threads of Mesopotamia continue to weave their influence, reminding us of our shared past and guiding us towards our future.